Hello everybody, my name is Pokemon Trainer Hyper and welcome back to my channel, where today we are starting a challenge, the Only Psychic Pokemon Challenge. I'm hoping to complete the game with only Psychic Pokemon on my team, as the name of the video states. But with the challenge, of course, we have to have the rules, so let's move on to them. Number 1, of course, we can only use the Psychic type Pokemon in battle, but we are allowed to get HM slaves, but we can't use them in battle, of course. We can obviously use them out of battle, but that's obvious. Number 2, no cheats of glitches, except me changing the Charmander to the Pokemon I've chosen as the starter, aka Natu. I chose not to put no items in battle on the rules because I'm bad. We start off the challenge as all other games do, meeting Professor Oak and his... wait, what? Ho-Oh? Wow, he seems a lot more powerful than I've ever seen him before. I choose the guy character and name ourselves Hyper, of course, and our rival Over. Never mind, Nova. If you don't know who Nova is, he's linked in the description below. We start off the challenge in our rooms and we go collect the potion from our PC. And we head out of the house with no breakfast in our bellies. We go up to the route and rudely get interrupted by Professor Oak, who takes us to his laboratory. We pick up our first psychic Pokemon, Natu, and name it Bird because I'm not creative. But we challenge our rival the first time and win even though he crit us. I chose Natu because he's the best Pokemon, but he isn't an Abra, which level up and learns no moves. It only starts off with Teleport and ends up with Teleport when he evolves into Kadabra and learns Confusion. We collect the Professor's package and get the Pokédex and map in return. I wanted to do the optional rival battle on Route 22, so I thought that I needed to level up to at least level 10, and that's what I did. I grinded till level 10 and learned Nightshade. We won the rival battle even though I used a move that Pidgey was immune to. We head to Viridian's forest and get most of the items there. We finish the forest sweeping all the Bug Capture's team, and we head to the first gym on at level 13. The first trainer was easy enough, killing everything with just Nightshade except Sandshrew, who did decent damage. I went back to the PC, Pokemon Center or whatever, and healed up for the gym leader. I was fine with just Geodude, but when he brought out the evil Onix, I was slightly less happy. Onix is the Moon Rock Tomb, which is super effective against me, and I was hoping it would miss at least once, but that never happened. Kept Rock Tombing, and then I died because I tried to fight, but then the speed loss made me lose. I went back to the gym at level 15, which is only one level higher than before, but hopefully it will still be enough. But again, the Onix was hard-hitting with the Rock Tomb. Luckily, Rock Tomb missed the first time, but the second and third time I wasn't so lucky. I died again to the Rock Tomb. I thought it was just luck that it won, so I went back into the challenge with my head hung higher than before. I got hit with the first Rock Tomb, then healed for some more health, hoping to get lucky with the second one. I wasn't. It hit me, then I healed up again. The third time it missed. I was lucky after that because I just kept using Bind and Tackle, and after that, we got our running shoes, and nothing between us and Cerulean was very interesting. We arrive in Cerulean City and take on our rival, who is more buff than before. It was a pushover, and then we took on the bridge of the Nugget, and once again, it was easy. It was easy. Now we are on to the part of the game where we're going to get our second Pokemon, Abra, which didn't take too long to get. On the third encounter of encountering Abra, I called it Arbor, which is funny because it's Abra backwards, which I got from a dry bread. On the last trainer, on Route 24, Arbor began to evolve at level 16. Now let me tell you another thing that changed with this game. Instead of being able to trade to get Alakazam, this makes you sure that you get a traded Pokemon without making it being traded at level 7 or level 37 or plus. So it will evolve into an Alakazam, which I think is a pretty good level, and I don't think it's much of cheating. I also went back off camera to get another Abra so I can trade it later in the game for Mr. Mime. Now, next on our travels is the gym. The first trainer was easy and the second trainer had a Golden who critted with Horn Attack, putting us on a hard attack inducing 1 HP. Next was the gym leader Misty. The first Pokemon was easy enough with Kadabra, but Stymie was a big thick boy. He used Water Pulse, which is a very powerful move. I should have expected to use it, and should have disabled use disable to disable the move for a couple of turns. I did this on the second try, but it still failed and we died again. So I trained up Kadabra to level 20 for the third time, and we still lost it. I leveled up to Kadabra to level 21, so it learned the move Psybeam. Then I got about 1 level, so it evolved into a Xatu. With all this new stuff on our team, I head back to the gym, and I tried a different strategy by letting Xatu go first, but that failed very badly. Fifth time, we put Kadabra at the front of the party, and we set out. First Staryu was easy, just 1 confusion bettered it. Then Starmie. I kept Kadabra at the front, just so I could use 1 confusion and 2 Psybeams, then Kadabra died. I switched to Xatu since it was faster, and I used a Nightshade, and that killed the Starmie. Wow, that was much harder than I expected. Next, we make our way over to the Rocket Grunt, and we made him bite the dust. We progressed through the route with ease, and I decided to take on all the trainers in SSN for more easy XP. When I went over and took on the rival, which was also easy, we swapped the team with Burb and Arbor, and we went up the stairs and rubbed the C6 captain's back. Then we got HM per cut, which allowed us to go get our third Pokemon. I went through Diglett Tunnel and to the house on Route 2, and we got our third Pokemon, Mr. Mime. I returned to Diglett Tunnel and caught Drowsy on Route 11. Trained up Mr. Mime a little bit to level 15, then entered Vermilion Gym. I did the trainers off camera because they were easy enough, but then was my least favorite gym puzzle. It took me about 30 seconds instead of my usual 10 seconds. We usually destroyed his entire team, and now was Rock Tunnel. Was the route to Rock Tunnel. All the trainers were pushovers, and that was the least part of any game ever. Rock Tunnel without Flash. I hated Rock Tunnel because of the lack of ever getting Flash, because I really couldn't be bothered. I didn't record it because it's boring bumping into walls. But before I went in, I tried to get a Slowpoke, which I couldn't get until I got Surf in Fuchsia City. I exited Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Less bumping into the walls than I thought. But now we have to get to Celadon City. I just did the route off camera because I couldn't be bothered. And now we were on to Route 16 and got HM Fly and told it to Xatu. I went to the game quarter to destroy Giovanni. Literally, Giovanni was a pushover. And now it's time to destroy the gym with just Xatu and Kadabra. Both trainers were easy. And now it's time for Erica. I thought Arbor would evolve at level 37, but now we're getting to level 40. I guess I'm going to have to check on other Pokemon to see if I actually did remember to change impossible evolutions. We head back to the Pokemon Tower to destroy our rival easily, sweeping his team with just Xatu and Kadabra. We head through the tower, didn't record this by accident, but we get the Pokeflute and head to Cycling Road. We exit Cycling Road, but then we went to the gym and destroyed Koga, OHKOing everything he put towards us. Next place to go was Saffron City, so we left and went there. But before that, I head to Vermilion to get a Slowpoke on the route before. After we got to Slowpoke, we head to Saffron City and try to defeat our rival in Silphco. Sadly, the Blastoise was stupid head and kept using Bite, so I think I'm going to need to train all our monsters to about level 40. So time to grind. I grinded up for about 2 hours to level all our monsters to level 40, and now they're all fully evolved. And now it's time, I think it's time that we can take on the Silphco rival battle. We take him on and we lead with Slowbro. Then after Pidgeot, we switch to Hypno for more speed. We just overload him with damage and just murder his prize Blastoise. The rest of his team was quite easy. Alakazam was the only one to kill him on. Next was Giovanni. We head to the top of Silphco and we just wiped the floor with his team. It was surprisingly easy. Now it was Sabrina. We head to the gym, skip all the trainers, we head straight into battle with Sabrina at the top of the party. Basically destroy her first Pokemon, then was Venomoth. Switch to Hypno and just spam Psychic. She spends all her Hyper Potions on it. The rest of her team was relatively easy, and now it was Cinnabar Island Gym Challenge. Cinnabar Island mention was easy, just to know where to go, but I forgot to hit record. Sorry. But now we're onto the gym challenge. We lead with Slowbro because he knows Surf. The Growlithe was easy kill, but next was his best Pokemon, Arcanine, which knew Bite, which caused big damage towards Slowbro, even though he's very thick. But then I remembered. I luckily didn't put no items on the rules. So then I used a couple of items on this guy. I mean, he did the same. But eventually Ark and I died and we swept the rest of his team. The next team was the ground type gym, which I led off with, of course, Slower, because Surf is amazing. Let's just say sweep. 2 seconds later was the Pokemon trainer Nova Pokemon, but then it got withdrawn, and then was my worst enemy, Blastoise, which killed one of my mons, then Kadabra murdered it, and the rest of the team. Next was Victory Road, which is boring, so I didn't record it. But I did grind to level 60 in most of our Pokemon, except Hypno and Mime. I didn't use Mime once. I bought a lot of healing items, and now it's time to go on to the Elite Four. Somehow Lorelei was the hardest, because I didn't really have much of anything to destroy her team. And Dugong is thick, so I put Kadabra out first, then used Psybeam, then Psychic to kill it. Next was Lapras, which is even thicker. It confused me, and I hit myself next turn. I got out of confusion, but still didn't kill it. I sent out Slowbro and accidentally used a not very effective Surf. I used Surf back, and then I used Psychic, and I got into the zone of healing. Next turn it healed, and since it got the special defense drop, I did more damage than before. I used Psychic again and killed it. Now it was closer. Psychic did, and it died in one hit. Next was Slowbro. I used Strength, because it was only neutral, it was a neutral move, and then I used Surf and it did more. It didn't. I went to sleep because of Yawn, used a full heal, then Strength, it did less than before. And Lorelei healed, I went to sleep, raised its special defense, then I killed it because she didn't heal again. Next was Jinx, which was easy, we won. Now was Bruno, a complete pushover. I just destroy his team. Just watch me. Just watch me destroy his team. I did have to kill Kevin though. Next was Agatha. Once again, an OHKO of an entire team. Just watch me murder everything. I taught Slowbro, Blizzard, and Hail because next is Dragon Trainer Lance. First Pokemon I didn't realize was a Gyarados, so I didn't do much. I switched to Arbor and used a Hyper Beam, and Arbor died. Switched to Xatu, used Fly to destroy the Gyarados. It was an easy sweep of the team. After Gyarados, it was an easy sweep of the team. And next is Aerodactyl. I switched out back to Slowbro for the Surf, and then set up Hail to Blizzard to destroy his entire team. And now, it's time for the Pokemon champion, Nova. He sent out Pidgeot, and I sent out Slowbro for Surf. He killed me in 2 hits, and then I sent out Arcanine. I stayed for Surf, it was faster, bit me, I surfed for half health, and then I switched out for Arbor. I killed it with Psychic, and then it was Blastoise. I sent out Xatu for Fly, it used Hydro Pump a lot of times, it missed most of the times, but then once it hit me, and killed Xatu, and then sent out Slowbro, Sleepy, and then Blastoise used Bite 2 times, and killed Xatu, and took it like a and then I sent out Slowbro, Sleepy, and then Blastoise bit me 2 times, and I took it like a champ, except the 3rd time it bit me and got me to 6. Then I healed up Xatu, then luckily, and Nova healed up Blastoise. I kept Sleepy out for some extra hits. It bit twice. I took the Strength for a little bit of damage. It bit me again. I used Strength for some more. And then I used Strength for some more damage, and it was a crit. I healed up Sleepy. I strengthed it. It bit me. It crit bit me. It died. I died. I sent out Burb for some easy flies and then killed it. I switched to Mr. Mime, then sacrificed it so I could revive Sleepy, and then Mr. Mime died, so I switched to Hypno Sleepy, and then I healed up Slowbro to full HP. Hypno took a hit. I hit right over the back. Hypno died, then I switched to Slowbro, killed it with 1 surf, then Sleepy was against Executor, which wasn't a great matchup. It put me to sleep, thinking it drained me twice. I died. I went back to Xatu after healing it. It put me to sleep. I used a full heal. It missed Egg Bomb. I used Fly twice, killing it. Next was the last Pokemon, Alakazam. I used Fly. It set up a Reflect. I flew again. It hit me with a crit, killing Xatu. I sent out Arbor, better revive Xatu. Sent out Xatu and killed Alakazam, the final Pokemon before becoming the champion of the region. We are now the champion of the region. Does that mean we end here? Yes, because I couldn't be bothered getting Mewtwo. The end. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't.